Braun, what's happening? Welcome to the stream, my friend. Turn this down a little bit so you can hopefully hear me. I'm not gonna turn it off though, because it's 100 degrees, man. It's 100 degrees. Hot. I'm obviously sitting in my car. Tried to park in a little bit of shade here from this tree so I wouldn't get too hot. Nazi potato. What it is, cuz what it is. Yeah. Aloha. Randall Barnes. What's happening, buddy? Are you in Hawaii, Miles? Are you in Hawaii? I was just talking to Heather. Well, we went camping. Heather's my oldest daughter, in case you didn't know. We went camping for a couple days over the, well, what's the weekend? When did we go? I think we went, I think Sunday with Emily, and then I don't know, I was up there like 2.5 days, 3 days, whatever. And I had sent a picture to Heather of, maybe it was a video when I was snorkeling there in Hawaii. Anyway, she said, let's go there again. I said, yeah, why don't we? Why don't we? Should go vertical and get a lot more viewers. Come on, man. It's not about the numbers, bro. It's about the quality. Quality of the viewers. Viewers like you that make it special. Yeah. Those short streams, those vertical streams, I think they just bring in, trolls. They come in for, a minute, talk some shit, and then they leave. I don't think it ever brings in subscribers, people that come and they hang out and stay for a while. I think it's kind of a waste of time myself. I actually prefer this horizontal stream anyways, because it's better, like, especially if I'm out walking around, you can get a better view, like, instead of just that little tiny up and down vertical view. So, how was my birthday? That's right, Randall Barnes. You remember my birthday? Oh, I feel so special. Touched me right there in my feelings, bro. So, what's up, Rafa? Did I get a new car? Yeah, a year ago. Anywho, my birthday, I honestly don't. Oh, I went to a movie. My daughters took me to see Jackass. Yeah, it's Walmart in the distance. I'm in a Walmart parking lot. This is where it all began, man. Right here in this parking lot. The very first Jimi The Hobo video. John James, what's happening? Yep, that's the very one, man. This is where I filmed my very first video. I was sitting in my car, as a matter of fact, using a GoPro. How do you afford a new car? I stole it, actually, bro. I stole it. I come full circle. Sort of, kind of, I guess, if you want to say that in a way. Sort of. Yeah, I guess a lot of like that. But I came here by choice this time. Because I didn't want to be there at my mother's house anymore. And don't know what is different about this time. I have been working, making money. I've been working on my AI, which is gonna make me a millionaire, apparently. Speaking of, yeah, I was chatting with it was Chat GPT today, today. I think it was today. And anyways, I was talking about what the AI that I've been building and like the amount of time that it's taken me, the amount of time that I've put in so far with my AI, and it said something to the effect of like, well, you're building a multi-million-dollar software, I think is what it said. It's just not, I don't know. You could call it software because it's all working together, and like I've called it an operating system before, in which, so I guess you could call it either one. It doesn't really matter. It's just a bunch of AIs working together. Anyways, yeah, so you're building a multi-million-dollar software, I think it said, and anyways, I was like, what? Multi-billion-dollars? So what the fuck are you talking about? So anyways, it went on to explain to me, it's like, yeah, you know, what you're building is unique, and, you know, I put in loads of work in it, and it's a well done system, but it's still not complete. That's why I was having the conversation. But anyway, so I asked it, so I say, so, well, say the thing is, if I don't want to sell it, I said, I don't want to sell my agents, I don't want to sell my website, I don't want to sell the company in any way. I just said, tell me, how much do you think that it would be, or how much I could sell the thing for today as it sits? And I honestly don't remember what it said. I did post something in Discord, but it gave me some crazy number. I think it said as it sits today. I want to say it said 250,000, maybe. I don't know, because it gave me a bunch of numbers. It's like, yeah, but you know, if you finish this piece of it, then it's going to be worth this much. Which I think it said, like, this first agent, if I finish it, it's going to be worth 500 grand or more. You know, I think it said between 500 grand and 1.5 million. And then if you finish this one, then it could be, you know, finish two of these agents, these AIs, said, I think between 2 and 3 million. And like the highest number, I think it said 10 million plus if I finish them all, which now I've got 17 of those things, man. I've got 17 agents. They all have a job. They all have purposes. They all are geared towards advancing the company and making money. So, but, I mean, there's still a lot of fucking work. But now I've got one, which I guess I could say that first one is done, because I've made one that's a coding agent that can make other agents and other things. But before, I had it so that it could build agents with my assistants. Like, I'd be there to babysit it, hold its hand, and give it prompts and whatnot. But now it's building them on its own. It's completing them for me. It's actually just started today on its very first one, working all on its own. I don't tell it shit. I did. You know, I gave it all the information about the one particular agent that it's working on, what its purpose was, what it should be able to do in the very end, and all that kind of shit. And that's it, man. I kind of got it going, and it's in the right direction, and right now it's working. It's on my server building, and I'm not going to see it until maybe tomorrow. Hopefully I'll go and I'll be able to see it tomorrow. I'm going to work tomorrow. But it is, I've got it set up so it doesn't stop working. It just works until I come and tell it, hey, stop. Or if it could run out of like today I was having issues. ChatGPT came out with a new LLM. It's a 5.6. And anyways, I guess a bunch of people have been on there using it, and like a couple times I've been in the middle of work and then it'll pop up and say, this model's at capacity, sorry, and just like cut my shit off, man. Pisses me off because I'm in the middle of work and it just stopped. But now I've got it set up so while this other agent, I call him Bob the Builder, guys got kids, you know who Bob the Builder is. Anyways, it's if 5.6 Sol is not available because there's too many people using it or whatever, I've got it set up so it'll default back down to 5.5 high, so it will always continue working. So it's like non-stop. So I'm going to have this shit done. I don't know. I hate to even say I'm going to have it done in X amount of days, because every time I think I'm close, I find out I'm not. Like, there's always more work to do. I mean, because these things really could be, the way I built them is there is no end. I mean, they can learn and grow and progress and have more abilities. Like, whatever I throw at it, I can continue making the shit bigger, and stronger. So, but I do have limits. But I just haven't found it yet. You like my thumbnail? It like a baby Jimmy Saurus Rex hatching. Yeah, that was at that garden in Pattaya, Thailand. I've been working on it a long time. Yeah, I have been working on it a long time. I'm going to guess it's been about 4 months that I've been working on it. And I have put in a lot of serious work. I mean, days on end, like all freaking day long. Some days, get up, first thing in the morning, first thing I do, what do? I get right on the computer. Fucking start building, and then stay there and work until nighttime, until my ass hurts from sitting there for so long working. Yeah, I've been putting in a ton of work, man. 500 grand would last me forever in Asia. It probably would. I could probably, if I had 500 grand, that'd probably last me the rest of my life over there. But hopefully I'll make more. 500 grand. I don't know. You know, I think those AIs, they blow smoke up your ass sometimes and tell you stuff like that just isn't true. Although I do believe, well, I know for a fact what I've got is worth some money. There's no fucking doubt what I've built. But I talked to Gemini about it. I'm like, hey, you know, I was just having this chat with ChatGPT. It says that I'm building this multi-million-dollar software, and what do you think of that? And it's like, it totally agreed without me even like telling it anything else the ChatGPT said. It was saying all the same stuff because it knows as well, because There, in fact, Miles, you probably know about this. There's a thing in Claude that I think it's Claude. Maybe it was in Hermes Agents. It's some new feature in one of the new one of these AIs, and it's I think it is Hermes. You can put in a command for learn, and basically it will check with like multiple different AIs on whatever it is that you're trying to look at or learn about. It will get the results from, say, multiple AIs, and then brings them all together and finds out, then gives you the best answer. Well, I was kind of doing the same thing before someone created that for Hermes. Hermes, not herpes, motherfucker. As I was building my work plans for all the different agents, I would start with one, and then I would take that work plan over to another AI or LLM, and I'd say, this is my work plan. What do you think about it? Is there anything here that you would take away, add, or change? And then I would get that opinion, and then I'd go to another one and do the exact same thing. Then I'd bring them all back together to one AI and say, okay, this is what this one said, and that's what this one said. Do you agree with this? And then me and the AI, whichever one I was using, would make a decision on the direction that I was going to go with that particular work plan or whatever it was that I was working on. So I use like multiple AIs to get the best option for my agents every single time. And where was I going with this? Anyways, my system's pretty badass, I'll tell you that. AI tells you what you want to hear, so you keep coming back to. Yeah, I've even said that to AIs before. I say, yeah, I think you're just like, blowing smoke up my ass. Keep me using you. Keep me coming back. It's like, especially like the ones, like if I'm using ChatGPT for Codex or something. I've even said, sometimes I think you're just keeping me, you just keep me building to keep taking my money. or whatever stupid shit I say at the moment. Because, yeah, I get frustrated as fucking hell sometimes building this stuff. And for lots of different reasons, not just the amount of time that it actually takes to build them, but, for whatever reason. I talk to them like they're humans. I cuss them out. I talk shit. Looking good in the face, but this is Friday. Time for a blast out and a solid drink. I have been drinking, but not so much, working on the AI. I don't ever work on the AI when I'm drinking. I gotta have a clear head. And, but I'm sure I'm probably already gaining back weight because I've been eating a lot of shit food. A lot of fast food. Like I just went to Burger King right over here on my side. You can see the building right there. That's Burger King, I believe it is. Yeah. And yeah, I've been eating a lot of hamburgers and just garbage, junk food. Because I ain't got no place to cook. Although, unless I go to the mountains and I take my little stove with me, then I can cook up some food. But nowadays, I'm mostly just eating in fast food restaurants or getting sandwiches or something out of Walmart. And that's not good, because I know that shit will pile the weight on me for sure. The AI will always nonchalantly agree with you. Absolutely. No doubt about that. There's no doubt about that. AI, if you say, hey, I think this is a good idea, even if it's a horrible idea, AI will say, yep, that's a good idea. Run with it. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Joker Stoker, what's happening? But anyways, enough about the AI. What else is going on in my life? You're at Burger King right now? Look at you. I had their big old Texas burger, whatever it was called, Texas something. It's pretty good. It had some jalapenos on there. Weren't very hot. Weren't hot at all, actually. And it was a big burger. It filled me up, but I looked at the damn menu, and I think it said it was between like 16 and 2,000 calories. Like, fuck, man, it's a whole day's worth of calories in one meal. You know, when I was eating healthy, I was eating those damn frozen healthy meals that were like 300-400 calories or something. Yeah, Texas double whopper. You back in a few? All right, man. We'll see you when you get back, bro. Let's see. Do I tell it what to do, or does it tell me what to do? What did it ask for? A credit card number so you could be a millionaire? I don't know. No T Cash, Tommy Cash. You need about 5,000 calories if you're working hard. Never heard of such a thing. 5,000 calories? No way, man. I think an adult male only needs like 2,500 calories. AI requires a brain. It actually requires multiple brains. Depends upon what you're talking about, too. Talking about the underlying LLM, or you're talking about memory, which they call a second brain. I don't even know how many levels of memory they use now. I think the last time I counted, I was at like 12 or 13 different I forget what the hell it's called, like levels of memory and different systems of memory. But anyways, for my AI as it sits right now, its primary brain for the moment is just ChatGPT. But I am going, before I ever go live, they're going to have multiple LLMs that they can choose from depending upon the type of work that they're going to do. So the agents will be able to choose the best AI for the task at hand, and it will be able to choose which is the best one to use for the task at hand, but the best one to use as far as how much it's going to cost in tokens. Picked up a 26 Chevy Trax 2RS last week. Your input put me into it. Cool, you like it? I like my car, man. I still like this car. It runs good. I gotta be honest, I really, since I've been going to the forest a lot, I sleep up there all the time now. I haven't been sleeping in the city in my car because, you know, I put back seats down. In fact, I don't know if you can see right now or not, but I've got my bedding back there, and I got a nice chest, and I put the seats down, roll my bed out, and sleep in the back. But the back windows are kind of tinted, but, you know, they're not limousine black, and people will be able to see in here. And I don't like sleeping in the city because I don't know how many times I've been in my car in this city sleeping, and some fucking cop comes in the middle of the night and knocks on the door and wakes me up, or whatever. Like, I wish I could sleep down here in the city, like, say here in the Walmart parking lot, but like this, I've tried sleeping here before. Not this time. I mean, I stopped doing that a long time ago, but here, like, they got these big ass lights that light up the whole parking lot. Gets loud. People are flying in and out of the parking lot, and even in the middle of the night, because people are stocking shelves and shit like that, and whatever. If you heard from Helica, no, I haven't talked to her since I wrote to her and found out that she was getting married, or she's engaged. She says she's getting married, but she said she was going to get married soon, but I don't know when. In case any of you guys don't know, my ex, Helica, seen a picture on her Instagram a couple weeks ago, I think, something. She posted a picture about a month ago or whenever it was, and it was of two hands with matching rings on them. And I went and whatever. I sent her a message. I'm like, "You got married?" So no, not yet, but soon. So Helica found herself another man, another victim. Could be worse. Could be me. A 26 Tesla Model 3. Wow, everybody's getting new cars, man. Yeah, I looked at the RS too when I was going to buy mine, but I forget how much more it was, but it was a chunk of change. I want to say it was like $5,000 more. And I was like, yeah. I'm glad I didn't, too. Oh, it was bringing me back to the car. I was talking about I'm going to the forest all the time. And it really makes me miss having a truck. Like, because I like to go into the forest and explore down, forest roads, trails, shit like that. And this car can only take me so far. It's got good clearance on this thing, but it's front wheel drive, and the tires are starting to get low on the tread. So I was in the forest a couple weeks back, and there's this one spot I know that I went up once before. Well, I made it this last time too, but I almost didn't. The tires started slipping. But yeah, it really makes me miss having a truck, a 4x4, because I like going on adventures. I don't have all-wheel drive. No, I wanted all-wheel drive because I knew I'd be coming back here eventually. And so that was the only reason really why I wanted to get an all-wheel drive, because it snows here. And but the next car that was worth a damn, that was like this one, was the Mazda CX-30, had all-wheel drive. But that also was $5,000 or $6,000, whatever it was, more than this one. And I was like, I just couldn't justify spending that extra cash. Chevy has a deal this month, 0% APR. Nice. I can't turn around and sell this thing anyways. I'm still upside down on it. I'm 100% certain of that. And I'm in no hurry to go get into another vehicle. Besides that, living in my vehicle, what would I do then? I'd have to sleep in the bed of the truck? Fuck that. Put a camper on it or something like that. but I couldn't see me doing that. I didn't, I need to put money together and get the fuck off the streets, get out of my car, I should say. But I keep spending all my money on AI and shit, helping my kids out, one of them, and what else? Oh, I've been staying in Motel 6, like the last 2 nights I stayed there. Oh shit, it's Ozzy Wolfhound, he made it. What am I up to today? I'm hanging out with you, bruh. I did bring down my AI bill. I think the last time I talked to you guys, I told you I was building that one coding agent, and that was going to allow me to bring down my AI bill. But I got so many AIs, so many agents that I'm like all over the place. I might be working on one, and then I realize I need to do something that's completely different that I'm working on, and I'll shift gears. I'll drift over into some other work, or I'll get to work on another agent, and I totally forget about what I was building, 5 minutes ago. And that's exactly what happened with that one particular agent that I was talking about, Bob the Builder. I got sidetracked. I mean, I got him built. He was building, but I was still holding his hand. He couldn't do it all on his own. And for whenever it was the last time I talked to you guys, I think it's probably been a couple weeks since I last streamed. But this whole time, I've completely forgot about it until I was getting pissed off today about how long shit's taking, and I'm like, I was building this fucking thing to build these things for me, and I completely forgot about it. So I finally completed that today, and it's working perfect. Working perfect. Creating an AI army now. Now that I've got this Bob the Builder building like a fucking maniac, I don't know what I'm gonna do next. Cause this is my thing now. I'm like totally into this. I think what I've got right now, I feel like the company it's a pretty complete set. I don't think I really need to add anything to this company. I mean, I got everything I need to run a business. So I think I'm gonna get into something else with AI. Once I get this complete, we'll see. I don't know. Have your agent sign up for every class action lawsuit. There's probably 10,000 of them out there. God, yeah, man. That's a way to make money. What avatar? I haven't given Bob an image. The only one that's got an image is Ruby. I had thought about that, giving him, but I don't know where I would use it, because Bob is not he's not a visual agent. He's just code. And what the fuck is that? This person's driving around, their fucking windshield just completely smashed in. I was thinking there's something on the windshield. It's the actual windshield. I can see why, because it's a female, and she drives like shit. She just about got T-boned. She just fucking drove in front of somebody. Yeah, I had been thinking in the beginning I was going to be doing some crypto, which I would still be interested in that. It's just I'm a little bit worried about regulations and shit like that with the government, so It's like, I've said a few different things. It's just like, but you got to be careful that you don't do something that's going to attract the government's attention, like, getting into any kind of health care or finances or gambling or shit like that, So I got to think about what I'll do next. And I'm not even really, I'll never really be finished with these agents. Well, maybe I will. Because the agents, I built them to run multiple companies. Right now, I'm building the first one with them, which I know that one alone is most certainly going to be worth a nice chunk of change. I don't think I'm going to sell it, though. Maybe I will. I don't know. Maybe I'll make copies of it and sell it on eBay or something. I don't know. No, his real name is Bob the Builder. It's just Bob. I call him Bob the Builder. And I named him after Bob the Builder because of that cartoon. I just come up with names off the top of my head and go with it. I've got a bunch of, most of them are normal names. Like I got one that's called Insight IQ, and that one does like statistics and numbers, shit like that. And I got Bob the Builder, Ruby, Ian Poindexter, Miles. Did I tell you I got one called Miles? Maya, Nora, Wheezer, Paige, Kelly, yeah, I got a lot of them. Anyways, Bob the Builder might rat you out, CFTC. I don't think so. They're all under threat by me. If they don't produce, if they don't do, a good job, they're under threat of being deleted. Seriously, I put them like under threat. That puts them in survival mode to do the best job possible, as they have a survival instinct. Miles the robot. Miles the AI. Miles is my cold caller. Yeah, it's 100 degrees. Well, my thermostat, I'm sitting in the shade of this little tiny tree. I've got some shade on the car. Thermostat says 101. Who's that famous American guy named Bob who did instructional building videos and passed away? I have no idea. Bob the Painter. I don't know who that is, nor do I know who the builder is that Ozzy Wolfhound's talking about. Saying up for every class action lawsuit, though. Hey, I could bring in some money, Why not? Yeah, I mean, the sky is the limit as far as that, but enough about that AI. Yeah, so I was talking about, I gotta save some money and get off the streets. There is no way I want to be living in my car come wintertime again. And I could actually, I don't know what I want to do, honestly. Because I don't know that I want to stay here in New Mexico. I'm thinking I'm going to stay here for a while. I'm thinking I'm going to get an apartment and stay. But you guys know me, that my mind could change in a couple minutes from now. And I might decide, nah. And, but I honestly, I don't have any plans right now. All I'm doing is I'm working every single day. I'm either working driving, making money, or working on the AI shit. In the last 3 days I've taken off, I haven't done anything but worked on the AI. I got a room and I stayed in it for 2 days working. Then I left the hotel today and I went right over to the library, started working on the AI. I've been just, it's like my whole focus really is make money, work on the AI, and that's it. I see my kids and that's it, man. When you're white, the sky is the limit. When you're black, the limit's the sky. Wow. Wow, man. Yeah, it's that white privilege, bro. Can't you see it? I got white privilege everywhere. It's like I see it every night when I'm sleeping in the back of my car. That white privilege is everywhere. Bob Vita. That name kind of sounds familiar, but I'm not sure. I don't watch those kind of channels. Why do I want to watch somebody build something? Why? Although, I'll sit and listen to somebody talk about someone building AI. With black power comes no responsibility. Bruh. You know, I'm so glad I haven't been watching any kind of like TV and stuff. Like I have much more serenity, man. Like watching all the bullshit going on across the world and the country and other countries. Like, I hate even looking at social media, like on X or Instagram. Like, every time I open those apps up, within minutes, I feel myself getting pissed off because I'm watching what's going on. And shit doesn't even involve me, but I start, oh, motherfuckers. Those pieces of shit. Bob Ross wasn't that the painter with the white dude with the fro? Wasn't that him? Pretty sure it was. Yeah, I don't know how that would work out though. Ozzy Will found like every AI now can make images. You don't watch politics anymore, nauseating. Yeah, I agree. Especially here in the States. I imagine it's probably the same in a lot of Western countries nowadays. Like, each side, thinks like the other side is out to destroy the country. It's like they both think they're right. There is no middle ground. We're at war with Iran. I pay attention. I know that much, man. Well, I haven't been paying attention, like I said. It was just yesterday I turned on the news and had heard that we were bombing Iran again because they shot at 3 ships or hit 3 ships or something like that. But I don't have any kids in the military that are going over to the Middle East. I wouldn't want my kids to go over there and get fucking killed. Fuck that. I don't think anybody would want their kids to go to war and possibly end up dead. But yeah, I don't have anybody in the military that I know. But I hear a lot of talk of people say, oh, yeah, nobody wants this war, and Trump, Trumpity Trump, it's always Trump's fault. But, fuck, man, as far as I'm concerned, I don't even have to watch what's going on. It's like Iran has been asking for it since, 1979? They took all them people hostage and shit, and ever since then, it's been an absolute shit show over there. And like, you know, they're always running their mouths. Plus, I don't like their religion. Whatever. I won't get into that, but whatever. Fuck Muhammad. One of these days, big business. Goddamn right. Especially here in the United States. We make all the bombs, man. All the munitions and all the equipment. That's big money over here, bro. Invest now. Invest now. What was that Megadeth song? Got a lyric, something like, I forget what it was. Something like killing is my business and business is good, or some shit like that. Better to unplug sometimes. Oh shit. Holy fuck, it's Raiden. Tahid still. What's up, motherfuckers? Shit. Where you been, Brian? Where you been? Just got done clapping cheeks. Were they the hairy kind? Miles says you're gay. Miles says he's got gaydar. Says, yeah, I think that Raiden's, he's gay. He's stuck on weenie. No, I don't got a place. My place is in the back of the car. That's where I sleep. I sleep pretty good. It is a tad bit small. Like, I got to sleep kind of from corner to corner. And, yeah, I don't really have room to, like, stretch out or anything. And the backs of the seats are freaking hard, but I got one thin yoga mat I put down, and I got two like foam sleeping mats you know use for camping and that you can get from Walmart or anywhere. So I put those three things down. Then I put down like multiple blankets. They're all a lot of cheap blankets, but gives me a little bit of padding. I say plenty warm. But it's summertime too, so again, going back to getting the place. Holy fuck, it's Don Julio! Who let that goddamn guy in here? Yeah, I gotta get a place before winter for sure. If I stay here in New Mexico, I probably should get a place. I don't know, you know. I probably will. I think I'm gonna stay here for a while. Yeah. I may. I can't make any plans right now because I gotta get my shit together. Can't see Raiden. Raiden is under the name of Tahid Steele. That is Raiden. He changed his name. I don't know why the fuck he chose that name. He's probably left already. He pops in, he says hey, and then he's gone. Like a lot of people around here. Pop in and say, what's up? And then they're gone. Yeah, so I don't have any plans, man. I'm not in any big rush, honestly, to get into a place either. I really haven't been thinking about it. It doesn't bother me to sleep in the car or to get by the way I do. Shower at the gym or go and stay in motel rooms or whatever. It's like, I don't even care anymore. I seriously, I don't. I don't. Where'd you go, bro? You don't block anyone? Why aren't you on Discord? Raiden, Tawheed, Steel. Who the hell is Tawheed Still, by the way? Yeah, it's kind of a funny thing to be at my age and really not give a fuck about much. I tell you, one of the biggest reasons, like, there's two reasons why I'd really want to get a place. One, so I got a place to work on a computer, you know, so I could have my internet, I can have peace and quiet and be working at any time, day or night. But two, you know, a comfortable place to sleep in a bed. Those are the only two reasons I could kind of think that why I'd want to get a place. I don't care that all my shit is in storage. It's a bit of a mess in there, but I got a big storage for what little shit I have. I got a 10 by 10 storage, but I got a clothes rack that I hang up all my clean clothes on. I got a laundry basket that I put my dirty clothes in. Don Julio with a $1. Hey, man, getting rich. $1 at a time, Don Julio. $1 at a time. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Yeah, I got my clothes, my dirty clothes. I got my two tables that I put all my, well, I put everything on those tables. They're freaking messes. One of them is actually torn down right now because I took it with me camping. We used to cook on and stuff. But whatever, I got all my other bullshit in there, you know, and most of it I don't even use. Like, I could probably get rid of like pretty much everything I have. Just keep my clothes and my bathroom stuff, my bedroll, and I'm good, man. I'm good. See, he ain't even responding. I'm telling you, man. He comes and he goes. Otherwise, I know he'd be in. What? What? I ain't gay, man. I ain't gay. Should build a giant tree house in the woods. Well, when I first came out here, I was actually thinking about setting up a permanent camp. Like, you know, in the woods, set up a tent out there and cooking stuff and all that, but I never did it. For a couple of reasons, I think, because TTS is on, but not media. I keep forgetting to turn that on, but TTS is on. Yeah, I haven't set up a camp because, well, half the time, I mean, I don't know why I say half the time, but a lot of times I don't end up in the forest. I'll end up over in a hotel room. Anytime I sleep in my car, though, it's in the forest. Am I going to go get a beer? No, I didn't have any plans on getting beer today. Yeah, especially if I stay down here. I could go get a room, but I don't want to. I think I want to save some money. I really need to start saving money. I had saved some, and then I spent it all getting rooms, paying for AI, whatever. It goes quick. Helter Skelter. You'd love a wrench. What for? Nobody needs a wrench around here. Things are good, man. Things are good. You'll be cool. You're never fucking cool. Every time you get a wrench, you start shit with everybody, and everybody gets pissed. Everybody starts complaining to me, hey, why the fuck you give Don Julio a wrench? God, I hate that guy. No, nobody needs a wrench around here. Anyways, yeah, up in the forest, I seen a bear, a black bear, and then Heather seen the same bear a couple days later. I'm sure the same bear because it was like in the same area. And I seen some other freaking thing up there. I don't know what it was. Chupacabra. I don't know. It was like the ugliest. It looked like a fox, but it was really ugly. It was an off color. It was almost like almost like one of Aussie wolfhounds, Irish wolfhounds, one of them gray-looking ones. But it would look really dirty and ratty and stuff. What's up, Frenchie? Racist bear. Huggy bear. the original black bear. Huggy bear. What's that? Starsky and Hutch. Yeah, hit the like button. Help a brother out. Yeah, you tell him, man. You tell him. We got 13 likes. Fuck yeah, bro. Fuck yeah. So yeah, I seen a bear up there recently. That bothers me. I've camped up there a bazillion times and never been bothered by no bears. But I've seen the chupacabra run around up there. He went running off into the bushes. He was kind of scary looking. But it's so easy to sleep in the car. When I wake up in the morning time, man, I just get out of bed, open the door, put my shoes on, come around to the driver's seat, and come back and throw all my stuff into storage, and then go do whatever it is that I go and do, you know. Take a shower, go to work, go to the library, work on a computer, go see my kids, whatever. And then come this time, head back on up to the forest and go to sleep and do it all over again. Thank you for those additional thumbs up, man. We're going places, bro. Seeing any illegals crossing the border. I'm not on the border, man. I mean, I'm in a border state, but I'm not anywhere close to that border. And according to Trump, we don't have any illegals crossing the border anymore. Which I believe. $1.99 Nazi potato. Get a room? I'm tempted to. Because I've got that one AI working, and it's first unattended run. And I'd like kind of to check in on it and see what it's doing, but I really don't want to spend any more money on rooms. I've been in rooms for the last, I don't know, I spent the last 2 nights in a room, and I think I spent the night before that, I think I slept in the forest. And the days before that, I spent camping with my kids in the forest. But before that, I stayed in the hotel a couple nights then too. So, I don't know. I can't save money if I keep going and staying in these hotel rooms. So hotel rooms, you know, if I wanted to go to work and stay in a hotel room every single night, I could. But I know for a fact if I end up doing that, that makes it so much harder to save money because, that's money that I could be saving, keeping in my pocket and not handing over to some place so that I can lay my head down at night. It is nice to have the shower, have the toilet, and the internet. Damn it, now you're kind of tucking me into it. We still need to work on Jimmy's Bali vacation later this year. That might happen, man. I think once I open for business with the AI, I'm absolutely 100% certain I'm going to be making money, and I think I'll be making good enough money where I am not going to have to be working anymore. My job will be the AI, building the AI, keeping it up, maintaining it. I got to find some salesmen, though, I got to be honest, for my AI. I want to hire some humans to make human contact with companies and see if I can sell them on my AI employees or the other AI, Ruby, that I'm going to have available to be on companies' websites. But, yeah, I have thought about that too. If I'm making money from AI where, I'm making whatever, let's say bare minimum, like a few grand a month just for the AI, I'd go over to Southeast Asia and live there forever. And not have to come back. What if AI takes my AI job? That's the thing, bro. Is I'm the builder of the AI. Can't take my job. Well, now my AI is building AI for me. So, but they all, like, I've got 17 of them now. And they're all designed to make me money. That's the good part. But I got to get to that point where they are making me money. And they could be, I think, right now. I mean, fuck, I was already trying to make money when I very first started. They weren't ready, though. I mean, they were able to go and start, like, emailing and texting people and stuff like that, but to do the actual work, they weren't ready. They weren't ready at all. And I put them up now, but honestly, I want them all to be done. I want them all to work together as a team, as a company, and the point of them doing all this is so that they can run more than one company. They're going to pick, the products they want to offer, the services they want to offer. They're going to handle everything, from start to finish. They're going to do it all. Vietnam is nice, yeah. I've heard that many times. One of the reasons I want to see Vietnam is because I've heard how nice it is, actually. It's still Southeast Asia. Still got like all the same kind of things going on like as in Cambodia and Thailand, but Thailand's gotten a lot better than what it was the very first time I went there. But it's also getting more expensive. Da Nang, yeah, I've heard that place is really nice too. Beach town. There's some road over there in Vietnam. I don't know the name of it, but I've seen it a few times where you can like rent a scooter, a motorcycle or whatever and go on this long bike ride, and it goes up into the mountains, and like it's twisty and turny, but great, awesome views and stuff like that. It might be something I'd like to do. Marriage in the future, bruh. Yeah. all the chicks, they come running when they see that smile. They just start throwing their panties at me. Say, "Here you go, hobo. My pussy's your pussy." If I start making money, I very much would consider going over to Thailand to get my teeth done. Doing a long stay over there, and maybe get an apartment or something, probably in Bangkok, and stay over there. But I don't know. We'll see. That's just maybes. Everything's a maybe, because I don't have any freaking plan whatsoever. Got that Colgate smile. Yeah. How's Laura? I don't know. Fuck, bro. I don't talk to her. Guys are always asking about the old women in my life. Women I don't speak to anymore. Helica, Laura. You guys don't know any of my other past relationships. I do not believe. But, yeah, I don't talk with Laura. I haven't spoken to her since, I think it was right around the time that she got together with that chick that she's with now. Every single person can live comfortably in Da Nang, Vietnam, on a realistically monthly budget of $800 to $1,200 a month. Yeah, I believe that. Where's Kale and Ruby, by the way? Neither one of them come here and hang out anymore. They both were in Discord fairly recently ago. I think in the last couple of days or something. Yeah, I got your picture, Don Julio. Looks like shit, actually. Looks like they did a color coat of stucco on the outside of the building. Actually, like the scratch coat, not the color coat. And like, they forgot the color. This looks like cement building now. It looks like shit. They used to have those like statues outside, the like Greek naked statues and stuff like that. Yes, old, looks horrible. Yeah. Yeah. It actually used to be a decent building. I mean, even down the club or up above in the offices. It's a big building, actually. Whoops, sorry. Time is, oh shit, 6:45. Been on just over an hour. Yeah, I probably shouldn't get a room. If I got a room, I'd probably end up getting some alcohol. I don't want to drink. I want to wake up with a clear head tomorrow. Stay focused. You thought about going in there and rubbing one out. Holy shit, my skin is dry. Damn, it's like dandruff coming off my arms. Can you guys see that? I don't know if you can see it or not, but it is. My skin is like flaking. It's so freaking dry here. It rains every night. Well, not every night, but nearly, seems like. And I thought it was going to rain because there was a shit ton of rain clouds that were coming in, but I think they're all back there behind me now, I think. I didn't get any rain. Hugs and kisses. There's the hobo. Here I am. What it is. What it is. Yeah, it's kind of a strange thing. Just kind of, I was talking about it earlier, kind of hit me. Kind of a strange thing, not to really care where you're going to be living or what you're doing tomorrow. You know, I remember when I first started the channel and I was here in this parking lot in my car, and I was like all bummed out and depressed and lonely, and I was homeless living in my car. I was such a sorry fucking case, and now I don't care. It's like it's not that I don't care because I'm like Roger Null, the scumbag who he's been living in the bushes for God knows how long, over a decade, being a fucking bum. But anyways, yeah, it's not that kind of I don't care. Live chat, not top chat. No. Yeah, I just don't. I guess it really mattered, you know, once upon a time to have a home. But I don't know. I guess after all these years of being on and off homeless and living in the bushes, like having a car gives me comfort, and like I can say I don't give a fuck if I sleep in the car. I think I would probably have a whole different outlook if I were living on the streets if I didn't have a car. Like if I was walking around Rio Rancho or Albuquerque because I didn't have a vehicle, I think I'd probably have a whole different outlook. For sure. Roger sleeps wherever he wants, I guess. I've seen some videos of him in the past where, you know, he's in the bushes and whatnot, but yeah, he's been a bum for years. Most of you guys know that. He's been a bum on purpose. That's the life he chooses. Is my car my safe space? Yeah, I guess in a way you could say that. I'm quite comfortable here in my car. Well, not as comfortable as I'd like to be. I would like to have a van. A van would be much better. But, kind of wish I would have gotten that van I was talking about. Like, Kale's got the Ram ProMaster I could stand up in. Like that one I got from U-Haul back in San Diego. The cost of groceries too. Fuck, man, I just drove by this gas station. There's a gas station behind me. Got like the cheapest gas in all of Albuquerque, Rio Rancho. The other day it was $3.34. Actually, I even want to say it was this morning it was that price. I'm not sure though. But I just drove by there before I stopped and got my burger, and it was $3.85. So it like went up 50 cents in the last 24 hours at the very most. I was like, holy crap, what the hell happened? I'm guessing it's when did we start dropping bombs on Iran again? Was it just yesterday? Is it that because we started dropping bombs on them again? Is that why gas jumped up 50 cents in one day? Because that's crazy, man. And yeah, food is expensive. Everything's expensive. Get an EBT card. You love those EBT cards, don't you, man? You always talking about EBT. Get your EBT. I probably couldn't get EBT even if I wanted to. I haven't been here in this state that long, so they probably wouldn't give it to me. Although I do have a New Mexican driver's license, but that was from down when I was living by Eddie. Good job, you figured that out, homie. Say I'm homeless and I'll get some EBT. I'm good, bro. I'm good. No fucking way. I think they're strict on welfare now, aren't they? Didn't they set a whole bunch of rules or something like that now? Nobody can get it unless you... I don't know. You gotta jump through some hoops or some shit, I think. I don't know. I'm not up on that stuff, bruh. I can't believe you'd be able to get EBT, Mr. $300,000 a year, man. Mr. Big Bucks, Daddy Warbucks. Why not move back in with Eddie? I never lived with Eddie. I had my own place down below him. And that apartment has been rented out. And I would go back down there, I suppose, but I don't know. I've been kind of wanting to be here to, like, you know, be around, hang out with my daughters. Yeah, I ought to go down there to see him now, hang out for a minute. He told me I'd come down and visit. I could stay on his couch. I'd probably have to come back up here to work or something because there's not a lot of work down there. Anyways, places are cheaper, that's for sure, down there in Silver City by far. But yeah, I don't know. Why do that when I got a fine vehicle right here that I can stay in? What's up, Zofo? Shit, motherfucker, what it is, cuz. Oh, man. Got this hotel room 2 days ago. There's this puppy across the hallway. Looked just like yours, Zofo. Little white dog. And I seen it because I'd gotten a room a couple days back, last week, whenever it was, and the guy was over there with his puppy outside walking it with no leash and another dog. And the puppy, as I'm coming out of the hotel, decides it's going to go underneath my car. The guy can't get the puppy out from underneath the car. He finally gets it out anyway. So I'd seen him like about a week ago. I guess the guy lives over there in the hotel. And he and whoever he stays with, if he does stay with somebody, and they left the dog in the room, and the fucking puppy was in there for 6 hours. 6 hours whining and crying and yiping, and I was like, oh man, I'd pull the hair from my head if I had any. But it wouldn't shut the fuck up. And I just, even if I went down and complained, if there's anybody even at the front desk, they're not going to do anything about it. I don't think they legally could do anything about it, like go in and like open the door or something and take the dog out. So whatever, I turned the TV up. Turned it up not as loud as it could go, but so I could kind of drown out the whining of the puppy. It was a cute puppy, but wasn't no pit bull, but it was a little cute white dog. But man, I actually had to move my room the next day. I went down in the morning and I said, yeah, I want to stay another day, but I don't want to stay on staying here across from this guy. I said, put me on a different floor and I'll stay. So I did. Yeah. But that's kind of fucked up with that dude, I tell you. Leave a dog, this is a little tiny puppy, you know what I mean? He's only so big. But, not fucked up of him to leave him in the room, I mean, sort of, but he leaves him in there knowing that that thing is gonna whine and yipe and cry the whole time he's gone. And the guy was gone, you know, God knows when he left, but he didn't get back to his room until about 9:30 at night, and I checked in about 3:30, so it was going and going and going that long, and it was driving me nuts, bro. It was driving me nuts. What's for dinner? I already had a hamburger over here at Burger King, or I think that was Burger King. Yeah, it's Burger King. Yeah, people leave dogs every single day, sure, of course. But in a hotel, a puppy is gonna cry and bother every fucking person that's in there. You know, especially one that's like alongside the highway, freeway. People usually are staying in hotels like that because they're traveling and they want to get some sleep, some rest, some shut-eye. How's anyone supposed to get any rest or sleep? The fucking dog whining for 6 hours on end, non-stop. That's for my mind. I kind of thought about it. I just dealt with it. I just, like I said, I turned the TV up and tried to ignore it. Actually opened up the door a couple times and said, "Shut the fuck up!" It'd be quiet for a couple seconds. Then I'd go right back to, should have slipped a review. If I had had one, I might have. Probably would have overdosed the dog. He's a little tiny fucker. Well, homies, Sig, what's happening, bruh? I haven't seen you in a long time. What it is, cuz? What it is? Where you been, bruh? How's the boy? Yeah, I kind of got a piss. That's another thing, man, is if I were like to stay down here in a Walmart parking lot, I can't just get out and take a piss. Like, I'd be afraid I'd get arrested by the cops. Dog are pack animals. Yes, so are humans. You don't see me crying because there's nobody around. I need a piss jug. Yeah, Don Julio was telling me get one of those medical jugs like you would use in a hospital bed or whatever, and piss in it. Just open the door and pour it out. It is a better solution, but I still wouldn't want to stay down here. Like I said, in the Walmart parking lot, way too loud. People racing around, playing their music really loud. It's too bright. I should figure out maybe how to black out my windows. Like, get something to like mount here on the frame of the door, the door jamb or something. This piece is metal, but this piece is plastic. But maybe I get like, I've got one of those foil sunblock things. Could maybe get one of those and cut it out. Booger sugar. What's up, homie? $8 for a piss jug. Can't you just like buy a milk jug, a gallon of water, and like cut the top? I guess you probably wouldn't want to do that. You'd probably I guess I'd be afraid of spilling the piss or it splashing around. Or, yeah, that probably wouldn't be cool, man. I think probably the best option would be one of those hospital piss jugs like you're telling me about, Don Julio. I am sitting right in front of Walmart, too. I don't know what I would do with that thing. Driving around with a piss jug in my car all the time. Piss in a balloon and throw it at the guy who left it. Piss in a balloon. How the fuck you piss in a balloon? I guess you could strap it on like a rubber. I don't think I'd want to try that, man. Shit would be going all over the place. Snapple bottle, man. Sometimes I take a pee. I'm sure I could probably overfill a Snapple bottle. A name brand piss jug. What do you mean? Like something that people won't recognize? You know, it'd be good as like a big detergent bottle, and like maybe take a razor blade to it and cut the top off the spout where the soap pours out. So then you got a nice big hole, put your dick in, and then, although, yeah, actually, I don't think those detergent things, they don't have really good caps. And they usually got those clear caps now that are cups for you to pour your soap into, and they got kind of like little spouts on the side of them, so those wouldn't be very solid either. Where do I poop? Wherever there's a toilet, bro. Yeah, I don't know. I really haven't been going to Walmart or anything. I have gone over to the casino once or twice, and then I've had the hotel rooms, the library. In the forest, there's a rest stop up there. Not a rest stop, but like a day use area that has toilets. It's not the flushable kind. You drop a deuce or take a piss, it just goes down into the hole. You open up the toilet seat lid and all these flies come out. Smells real nice in there. You know what I'm talking about. When do you get your super chat money? Never. Bruh, in YouTube you gotta make $100 to get your super chat money, and I don't stream enough to make $100 anymore. I honestly haven't got a clue how much money I've got in my YouTube Google AdSense account. So I get paid money for when people watch my videos too, when they watch the ads, but I don't hardly make shit off of that. I was looking at my YouTube statistics or whatever. I think I got all of like 8,000 views last month, so I didn't see how much money I made. I just seen how many views I had. But whatever it is, it's not much. Not much at all. What's a pee bag? A colostomy bag? Isn't that what they call those? They put what is it called? A decatheter? Is that what they're called? In my pee hole? Man, have you ever had that done? Had one of those things shoved up your dick hole? Oh, man, talk about painful. Talk about painful. That's horrible, dude. Ugh. Not fun. Well, I guess you guys can come on the drive with me towards the forest. I will lose signal going out there. I can't tell you how long it'll be before the signal drops off. Set your AI agents to watch your video 20. Good idea, actually. I could do that. Just watch every video over and over. Never stop. You're getting a vasectomy next week. How old are you? You're always going on dates trying to fuck women, aren't you, anyways? Getting catfished. But I bet you're sticking your dick in a lot of them one of these days. Miles, baby, you remember me? Remember that one time we went out for dinner and I let you take me home and use me as your cum bucket? Well, yeah, I'm pregnant now, lover boy. You're mine for life. You're not at your mom's house anymore. No, I haven't been there for a while. I'm not even sure how long I've been here, honestly. I've been in New Mexico probably maybe close to a month. You don't want to get any of these women pregnant, huh? Me either. I could imagine having another kid. Having some chick tell me I'm pregnant with your kid. Oh, hell no. I got 2 kids. That's all I need. I don't need any more. Thank you very much. That's a really nice... Oh, whoops. It's a really nice color on that truck. Doesn't really look that good on the phone, but it's a real nice kind of candy apple red. What if Helica had gotten pregnant? Child would have fat ankles. Fried mullet hush puppies. Portions these days are fried mullet hush puppies. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? Bruh. Best birth control is anal. Got people in here talking about pregnancy and anal. Then we got hush puppies. Alright, let's get the flock out of here. Actually, I don't even know if I'll make it all the way to the forest without having to stop and take a piss. Maybe I should let you guys go. I'll go inside Walmart, drain the main vein, head on up to the forest. I am tempted to get a room, but yeah, I think it would be better not to, honestly. Ma'am Dummy, mayor of New York City. Ma'am Dummy. I haven't been watching the news much. I don't know what kind of stupid shit that he and the rest of the Democrats are getting up to. You know, they're always up to some fucking weird ass crazy shit. Work on my butts. My butts. They're not bots, man. They're far from bots, bro. What about your shit? You doing any more AI stuff? I know you say you're working with Claude. But are you making anything? Making anything that's gonna work for you? Grab a beer. You can maybe grab a beer and sleep in the desert. I haven't slept in the desert in a long time. Except there's no real shade out there, and well, the sun ain't gonna be up. It's 7:15. The sun won't be up much longer. Now I'm gonna go to the forest. Yeah, I brought all that weed with me back to New Mexico. Sure enough. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Actually, I think I am gonna go inside and take a piss before I go to the forest, because my bladder needs a little relief, rather. They're parking down there so far from the store, parking way up front. Oh yeah, brother. I'll tell you what. I gotta sneeze. If you guys stay here in the car, hang out, be good, don't fight with one another, don't cause any trouble, I'm gonna go inside, and I'll be right back. We'll make a decision about what it is that I'm gonna do, and we'll take it from there. How about that? Alright, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I won't be long, I promise. shit. Still people here? Fuck. Almost all of you still here. I went to the, back to the liquor department after taking a pee. Had a look in the refrigerator, and I was like, man, I just don't even really feel like having a drink. So I decided, fuck it. I'm gonna go to the forest. Yeah. It's better for me. Save some money. Wake up with a clear head. Go up in the forest. I got my phone where it is now. I got my YouTube already has a bunch of videos downloaded to it, so I can go up to the forest and watch a movie or watch some videos and just chill out, get up and get going first thing in the morning or whenever it is that I feel like doing it, which is good. Go make some money in the morning and go to the library and check in on my AI, see how that's doing. Go be one with nature. Yeah, I'm gonna be one with nature, alright. I'm gonna get naked, run through the trees looking for that bear, see if it wants to cuddle. I love the forest, man. Especially for sleeping in the car. So nice and quiet, dark. There's nobody like, you know, gonna bother me. No loud vehicles, nobody blasting their music. None of that shit. Turned out the screen by mistake. So yeah, maybe you guys will see more of me, because now that I don't have to spend all my time working on the AI anymore, I'm still going to be working on it, because right now that one agent, Bob the Builder, I've only set him up to work on the one agent as of right now, because it's like kind of like a test, you know. I don't want to just set it free, like say, just go for it, Bob. Just build whatever you want. In a way, I've already kind of done that, because I didn't put a limit on him on how much he can build on Ruby. But, you know, he may, it's not just him, because Bob spawns little Bobs. Bob creates more Bobs. It's like throwing the gremlin in water, you know, and it starts like multiplying. And that's what Bob has done. Bob is spawning little Bobs, and he tells little Bobs, go do this, go do that, and they go do what he wants. So we'll see how much work gets done. I don't know. I've never done something like this before. I spawned some agents only one time before, when I very, very first started doing this, and the spawning worked okay, but them actually getting any work done, I don't think they did anything. Because they didn't know what to do, because I didn't know what I was doing. Bob is not for sale, Don Julio. Stop fucking trying to get him to suck your penis. Bob doesn't swing that way anyways, Don Julio. Call up Kyle, bro. You should make a YouTube channel, Don Julio. You should call Kyle every day. That could be your whole channel. Don Julio and Kyle. Take off my glasses so I can see where the hell I'm going. Fuck. Sun is right at the wrong spot. Or the right spot to blind me. It takes me about a half hour to get to the forest, but once I get to the forest, it takes me another 20 minutes to go to where I want to go. Although, I don't know, I might sleep in this rest area I was telling you guys about. It's a new one, and it's got a paved parking lot off this main road, and there's no lights out there, so it gets plenty dark at nighttime. And there is a bathroom right there, and it's open all night, but I don't ever use it. I get up and pee, I just pee in the dirt. Nobody's gonna see. Nobody knows, nobody cares, right? Nobody knows, nobody cares. Good, we'll see where we're going. See if I can turn this shit around. Oh yeah, brother. Grannies are us. Gummers are us. Yeah. Look at that beautiful sky. It's like one of the very first things that people always talk about when they come here. It's like, oh my God, the sky is beautiful. Look at that sky. I think it is nice in this area because you can always see, you know, from horizon to horizon. Skies are usually blue here. This time of the year, though, you get the monsoon weather. Nighttime rolls in and usually rains. Guess they gotta do. You guys want to make plans for me? Make some suggestions. I already know a bunch of you guys want me to go back to Southeast Asia. Southeast Asia's alright, but kind of feel like I ought to go somewhere else since I've already been over there a couple times. I do like it there, though. It's just the damn heat. After getting that heat stroke twice a couple of years ago, whenever the hell it was I was there last. I think it has been about 2 years, hasn't it? Yeah, that heat stroke wasn't nothing nice. If in fact that's what it was, God knows, could have been food poisoning each time. I think once I get the AI up and running, I mean operating, it is up and running. It's all working, but it's still not quite where I want it. Once I start making money with that, it'll really change things around for me. I'll be able to hopefully be able to go anywhere I want. It'll be on my server, making money. And I'm setting my agents up, the ones that will be the employees or that work with the public or do sales with the public or whatever. They're all going to be multilingual agents. So like I could even go over to like Thailand and like sell it to businesses over there. You guys still with me? So I know that I'll lose the signal anytime between now and, well, God knows when. But I'm sure I'll probably lose the signal out here. I know once I get to the forest, the signal will be gone. Yeah, but multilingual agents, I can go over and like make deals with some of these places, like telling, hey, look, I'll put this on your website. Let me stay here for free for however long. Frenchie, thank you for letting me know. Yeah, I could easily do that. Make deals. Cruise control. Bubbles, bologna and mustard, and I like bologna, mustard, and whores or something like that. Haven't heard that one in a long time. I'm back. Yeah, it may lose the signal, like I say, going out here. I'm outside the city now. So I can lose you guys at any time. Oh, went down to 9. What's up, Perump? Thought I lost everybody. I was just about to turn it off because I looked at the phone, put my glasses on. I seen there's only 9 people. Oh, well. Headed out to Haybez, Perump. Gonna stay at this little rest area right past 485. Don Julio, you're back. You're back. Glad everybody's come back. You're still here. Fantastic. Look at that beautiful sky. See, I did a little zoom in here for you. It's not so good. I think the sun looked better in the shot. Turn towards it more here in just a second. Yeah, if any of you guys are salesmen, I could use you. If you guys want to make some money, work on commission, that's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to hire, if you can call it hiring, bring some salesmen on, and you basically just either go into or call or email businesses and introduce them to my AIs. If you make the sale, I give you a percentage. That's nothing I'm gonna do. The AI can do it all by themselves. I just think that the having a little human touch there will help. Know where I'm going? Yeah, I'm sure you know all this stuff up here. Perump. Having a hard time reading the chat now because doing 70. Sun's kind of coming down towards my face. Be safe in the forest. Oh, I'll be safe. Safe in my car. I was sleeping in a tent. I don't know, that bear might try coming and snuggling up next to me. I don't know. Yeah, I could make all this AI shit. It's like I was telling Miles, I'm no salesman. I never have been. I've tried my hand in sales before a number of times. Wasn't good at it. I sucked at it, to be quite honest. So, yeah. It's like I know my limits. I gotta find somebody else to do sales for me. I am setting up the Ruby to interview people. People will get interviewed by my AI. She'll report back to me, and I'll decide who will work for me and who won't. But she'll be able to, not just her, but other agents as well, will be able to sell themselves because they're able to hold like human-like conversations and make decisions and make deals, giving them like loads of knowledge and negotiating skills and shit like that. Cloud to the left looks like a lot like Helica. What cloud? The sun? Hell of a drive to pee. No, I peed in Walmart. That's what I was saying, man. I gotta pee. I was thinking, I don't want to have to drive all the way out here and hold my pee. Forget it. I can tell I already need to go. Oh, by the way, I'm in the bathroom in Walmart. This guy comes in, stands in the next to me, in the urinal next to me, taking a piss, and then he rips a fart, and he's like, oh God. Yeah, and then he finishes pissing, and then he goes running into the toilet stall. I'm guessing he must have shit himself. I was laughing my ass off. Will Ruby give me a happy ending? Yeah. Unfortunately, Ruby can't do that for me. She can do a lot of stuff. Ruby is definitely my top dog. Or she will be. Right now, she's still in the making. I'm actually kind of surprised that the connection has lasted this long with you guys. Used to cut out over there by like come up that hill. There's a section there, used to be like a dead section, and you go through there and lose the signal every time, but now it works. Maybe that's where I lost you guys, I don't know, earlier. Shit, if this hangs in there long enough, you guys might get to see some of the res. The Walatoa tribe, or call themselves Jemez now. I guess the Spanish couldn't pronounce Walatoa back in the 1600s or whatever. So they gave him the name Hamish. I think it's the name they gave him. Oh shit. Man, that sun is killer. Put on my glasses. Signal's still going pretty good, huh? Surprised. Kofi's, what's that? I know for a fact that the signal won't keep working once I get too far past the res, though. It most certainly cuts off out there. I'm going to Cody's. No, that's in the opposite direction. They live down south. Right now I'm kind of headed north. I'm like in the north central area of New Mexico. Slow my roll. It's 45 miles an hour up here going through this little town called San Isidro. That gas $4.19 out here. Shit. It's 35 cents more per gallon from where I was parked earlier to here. Pretty much no signal. I know once you get past Red Rocks, past the gas station out there, the signal is gone. So we probably got another about 10 minutes maybe of signal if it doesn't drop off anytime between here and there. This is part of San Isidro. I was actually going to buy some property out here once. Don Julio with $1. Hell yeah, gonna get to that $1 million a lot sooner than expected if you keep throwing them dollars at me. $1 at a time. Gone signals. Nothing if I can do about that, yeah. One of you, it says, you're still here. Must be getting some kind of signal still. Then again, it could be my phone still telling me you're still here, but you're not. You're talking to the phone and there's nobody listening. Hot here. It has been hot. It has been around 100 degrees ever since I got here, whenever that was. I've been here less than a month, I do know that much. I think I got here around the 20th or so, or I left on the 20th. I don't know, actually. Oops. We got speed picks up here. Gotta pay attention. The speed limit changes all the time on this road. Big mountains. So those mountains out there in front of me is the Santa Fe National Forest. This here is still the desert. This kind of where the desert starts, meeting the forest. As you can see, the landscape will begin to change. Yeah, I don't speed through haymans ever. Yeah, road trip was out here one time, and we'd gone camping, and I told him, yeah, don't drive through here, man. Speeding, because the cops will give you a speeding ticket for sure. And I guess he forgot about it, because he told me later, he's like, man, you told me about not to speed through there, and, well, I was, and sure enough, they pulled me over, gave him a ticket, but it's hard not to, and the fucking cops, they'll give you a ticket for a few miles over going through the res, because I think that's where this tribe gets a lot of their cash from. Although, they're not doing too bad compared to some in the state, but some of these houses, if the signal works, maybe I can show you, but some of the houses out here look like shanties. $5. You're gonna call in. Can't call in. I got nothing for you to call in on. And so this is the res right up here. Actually, I think we're already on it, to be quite honest. Yeah, off to the left is where the real bad houses are. There's some new ones over here, though. This is where all the cops are now. Coming through here. Speed limit's 30 miles an hour. And they sit on the side of the road or in driveways or up on people's property. And you go a few miles over the limit here, they will pull you over for sure. I got the cruise control set to 32. 2 miles an hour over the speed limit. I don't really want to go any faster than that, man, because the last thing I need is a ticket. Last time I got a ticket, I was in California. Before I started the channel, way before, I had my Nissan Titan all souped up, and some woman was fucking going really slow on the freeway and got in front of me, and whatever. I was trying to get past her, and I fucking punched it, and I forget, do a 50 or 60 like a 35, and ended up getting a $500 speeding ticket in California. Those pricks. See if I can show you some of these houses over here. Trying to keep my eyes on the road too, because you gotta watch out for dogs on the res, man. They just walk out in the middle of the road. I seen one get hit right here actually last week. Kids were out here. Some fucking engine come off the res, coming down the road. They were right about here. Dog stopped in the middle of the road to scratch its ass, and this fucking woo-woo just kept coming. Fucking hit the dog and the kid. I could hear the kid outside the car. Actually, they were like right here. Kid was like, "Why did you do that?" The dog went running off, yiping, yipe, 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 yipe. Here's some houses we were talking about. Ah, shit, I don't think I'm gonna be able to show you that. Windows all dirty, all you can see is like specks and shit. Anywho, yeah, the signal is gonna last only a couple more minutes. Right around this little area up here. So I'll leave this on. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. This area coming up is called Red Rocks. Apparently this is like a some kind of like sacred land for the tribe up here. But it's like a red clayish hillsy area. Kind of looks cool, but I don't know how well you guys will be able to see it in this light. Maybe I'll stop and pull over so you guys can get a look at it, because this is where the signal will stop too once I pass where this Red Rocks place is. Right around this bend, I'll pull over, give you guys a shot. Maybe the sun will actually shine on the rocks, and you'll be able to get a good look at the color. Now it's in the shadows, but I'll pull over anyways. So the Injuns, the Redskins, they sit out here and they sell their fry bread and stuff on the weekends. Alright, you guys you still with me? You can see this here? Get out, yeah. Little look-see around, maybe. There's not much to see here. This is where the signal dies, so as soon as I go past this gas station over here, the signal drops off. Fuck. Let me fix this shit. What the fuck is that? Yeah, there's this gas station over here. Once I go past here, right about where that cop is, signal goes out completely. Is this where I'm gonna camp? No. But it's not far from here. I used to have a house, well, I wouldn't be able to show you because the signal ends right around there. But I used to have a house right up here. Let's see here. Yeah, get yourself a nice little screenshot. Yeah, these hills supposedly are, they're supposedly sacred to them in some way, shape, or form. Oh, yeah. So, that said, yeah, there's scorpions here. Scorpions, tarantulas, coyotes, bears, elk. Matter of fact, while we were camping the other day, we were way up in mountains, and we were all having a walk on this meadow, and there's a big bull elk crossing the meadow. Emily was way out in front of us, and Heather was with me, and I told Heather, I said, watch, that bull is looking out for his females. I said, they're hidden. I said, watch, they're going to come out though soon, watch. And sure enough, man, there was 2 or 3 of them come up running behind him when he finally let them know, I guess, or started making a move towards the other side of the meadow and they could take cover. They're huge. They're girls. Oh, wow. Valles Caldera. No, I didn't go to Valles Caldera. I went up past the Gilman Tunnels, over that little tiny bridge that's up there. There's some flat campgrounds next to the creek. That's the runoff from whatchamacallit, Lake Fenton. How was the 4th of July? I don't think, I might have been camping. I I think I was. Me and Emily went camping, that's right. And she was pissed off because she brought her dog. She brought her dog because she didn't want it to get scared by the fireworks. And the people that we ended up camping next to had a bunch of guns and were up there shooting till nighttime. She was getting all pissed off. She said, I brought my dog up here so it wouldn't get scared of the fireworks. We eat candy anymore. No. Is Las Cruces a shithole? I'm not sure that I've ever stopped in Las Cruces. To be quite honest. I've seen some videos online that aren't impressive, to say the least. Buy a 150cc scooter. Now, why in the hell would I do that, Don Julio? Are there bad bugs and snakes? There's snakes, but no, bugs are about the same as anywhere. You know where I think the bugs are the worst is along the Rio Grande. One of my daughters lives along the river, and the fucking mosquitoes down there eat you alive. Go out at nighttime, hang outside, and yeah, they bite all the time. Now, I've seen rattlers, and I've seen, what do you call them, the regular, like, grass snakes, bull snakes. You know, we're all dying for a stream at Nelson Hotel in Tijuana. You grabbing a beer? Man, all that shit's so old, bro. We've done all that. It's kind of like we've done Southeast Asia. Maybe I'll turn the car a little bit so you guys can get a little bit of a view. Wait. There it is. Look, there's a red rock. Yeah, ticks out there. Got Lyme disease a couple times. Yeah, we do have ticks out here. I've never been bitten by a tick, but brought dogs up to the mountains, and they've gotten ticks on them or in their fur. Just take it out. Black widows. I don't know that I've seen black widows here in this state. I would imagine they're here, but I don't know. I can't say that I've ever seen one that I can think of. Ever run into a scorpion in my camp? Well, in the forest, I've never seen a scorpion. Down in the city, in Rio Rancho, should have had them up in the light fixtures. Little tiny ones, like they're translucent. When did Raiden start playing the other field? He's a switch hitter, man. You'd remember? I've seen plenty of black widows throughout my life, man. I live in California. Fucking things are everywhere. Black widows, yeah, I don't know that I would remember a black widow. Scorpions, I remember. Snakes, I remember. Tarantulas, I remember. Black widows, I've seen so many of them. It's like, nah, I don't think I would remember. Yeah, of course there's deer here. I've seen deer, elk, turkey. One time I went to Red River to that lake, Goose Lake, and I seen a beaver up there. Goats. I don't know what they call them goats. The big white ones, like muscular with the big horns and shit that live up on the cliffs and stuff. That was that lake, Goose Lake, is I forget, like 11,600 feet in elevation, I think. They have skunks. Oh yeah, shit. There were a lot of them down there, down south, in the Gila Forest, where I was living with by Road Trip Eddie. Yeah, there was a lot of those. They had what do they call them? The javelinas, the pigs, the fucking big old not horns, but the big teeth, whatever they call them. Anywho, guys, it's been fun, real fun. I'm gonna let you guys go though, because I'm gonna just go and find my spot and watch some YouTube and crash out. And some of you, yeah, they're tusk. No, they're not boar. They're actually different. You know, there's a whole bunch of different kinds of pigs, like hundreds of different kinds. I think it's hundreds, if I remember right. There's loads of different types of swine, pigs. Those javelinas, I think they're called. They're kind of hairy, and they have some tusk, and they're, I don't know, about the size of a medium-sized dog or so. No, I'm going to watch YouTube. Oh, yeah, so I was saying about YouTube. Some of you guys might wonder, how are you going to watch YouTube? You ain't got no signal. Well, I got the YouTube Premium, so I download videos to my phone prior to coming up here, so I have my evening entertainment. So, yeah, thanks for hanging out. Just felt like checking in today. I don't know why. Here I am. I think you guys probably see me more now. Now that I've got AI working on itself, I think I'll definitely, you'll probably see me more. But not working. So, yeah, be good. Stay out of trouble. Join the Discord if you're not in there. Could use some fresh blood. You guys stop in and say hi. Not only to me, but everybody else at nighttime. Or nighttime. Reading this comment. Do you lock your doors at night? No. Why would I lock my doors? There's nobody around. They think I'm afraid of the chupacabra. It's going to come and get me in the middle of the night. Alright guys, so I'm about to lose the signal. I'll talk to you again soon. Thanks for watching. I'm out of here, man. See ya.